Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Northstar. I hope you're well, taking care of each other and being kind to yourselves, my viewers. Oh, there we go. Excuse me, I don't know if you guys heard that. That definitely recorded. Sorry, I had some coffee and sometimes it makes me really gassy. My long COVID is weird. It has weird effects. Coffee never had this effect on me before I got long COVID. I don't know if some people it has that effect on, but me, it never affected this way before. Wow, this artillery piece is taking a lot of casualties. Why is it taking more than this? Well, because of, well, it's actually got higher manpower fraction. It's just, I haven't been able to replace the artillery piece losses for a long time. I did lend lease away my artillery pieces before, right? I had a huge stockpile of excess artillery, and suddenly I don't have any. It doesn't make much sense. Or maybe I massively expand the number of divisions and attrition went up. Right, so I've got the Norse theater here. Anyways. And I'm trying to pull these guys back. They're getting no supply hardly at all. I mean, partly it's probably loss of territory, but I think partly it's also the logistic strikes not as much as getting through as should, because yeah, logistic strikes can be nasty, but what the heck am I gonna do? I'm facing the United States, native states of America, Native American, as in, you know, like what people racistly called Indians, even after it was long since known that Columbus did not find India. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of racist because it's refusing to admit you're wrong. That Columbus is wrong just because he's a white man. He must have been right. I don't know. There's just something very wrong about calling it that. Which is, of course, why people have, you know, insisted, came up with the term Native American. Columbus was an idiot and an enslaver, and he committed genocide. Yes, genocide. He intentionally wiped out Native American populations by infecting them with smallpox, as did many of the other early explorers. The English did this, Frenches, they all did this. However, Columbus was so bad that the Spanish crown, well, first they sent priests, and the priests reported his horrific human rights abuses, and the Spanish crown basically took Columbus's governorship, or whatever the heck he had, away from him, because it was too much even for the Spanish monarchy what he was doing. He was evil even by the standards of his time. Like, people say, oh, this person was a product of their time. No, a lot of times these people were considered evil even when they existed. Like, a lot of the Americans' founding fathers were actually considered vile men, even by the standards of their time, because of, hopefully I can say this without censorship catching me being like, oh, you kids are too bad about, like, some of the founding fathers raped slaves as young as 14. It was considered bad even by their time. Like, the age thing, you know. This idea that they were just products of their time is a lie. Alright. I need to pull back pretty much everything. This withdrawal is going too slowly. Get this division on the way back too. Because they're suffering too many supply penalties. Or will be. A lot of them have stored up supplies, which implies it wasn't always this bad. Some of them do. Anyways. No, they're all 0%. Why don't I see out of supply penalties in these guys then? Oh, because the Norwegian ones are first. My guys are reserves. Okay. So they're not even affecting the combat by pulling back, really. This is green for now, but if they attack more, I can't afford to lose the escape path. I mean, these guys could try and go by sea, but they could very well get sunk. They need to start marching out. Everything's withdrawing towards Bergen, basically. Which I don't even have anything blocking the direct path towards. Decide to send this motorized division. It could be very, very bad. Very bad. I need to keep pulling people that way. This is definitely not going to be without costs in terms of, yeah, in terms of losing ground. Things are going better before, but they've just gone worse. So, widespread Bulgarian sentiment should eventually, you would think, they still doing military governors, of course they are. The AI stupidly, well, if the problem is they don't have coded, there's a problem with the coding for secret police, so they never switch to secret police. This has been pointed out in the forums before, but of course, Paradox never fixes it. If they did, they would, they should be running secret police right now based on the resistance target. If they went to local police, they would have 15% target. If the target's below 10% and there's 0% resistance, then it remains suppressed. So, local police would allow resistance to grow, but secret police wouldn't. And would have more compliance growth, so that's what they should be doing. Oh well. At least the AI will eventually turn to local police. I was considering when to declare in Lebanon here, anyways. And yeah, I should say, if anyone's still 8 minutes in, you're not watching probably, but if you skipped it or something, I'm playing here is Syria. I am playing in an alt history fragmented world start where the Americas were never colonized, hence the United Native American States and such. Which actually makes the United States even stronger. They have more recruitable population factor than normally. They should have been divided into several nations, maybe with a higher recruitable pop factor, so not as much weaker, but it's hard to believe like the Iroquois, Lakota, and like the Mississippi Valley Civs would have all ended up as one nation. They probably would have been several competing like European-sized countries. Anyways. So I was considering when to declare in Lebanon here, because if I declare in them and then I end up getting capitulated right away, I think the war will be considered over and they won't have time to join a faction. Yeah, because they'll just be considered to have won that war instantly. So, right, let's just... This is going to make things harder, but... Unless I call allies in. If I call allies into the war, I'll still be at war with the allies, even if I surrender. That's what I'll do. Alright, so, this guy's getting pushed back to Damascus. When there's a break in the fighting, to expand the divisions, whatever manpower and equipment is left can magically teleport itself somehow out to Norway. Divisions really need more men and equipment. And, yeah. No more factories, unfortunately. I don't have any off-map ones with a generic tree. It's not like Poland where they prepare for the inevitable. Definitely not gonna have time for a second level. That. So after that, maybe find some cheaper thing to do, like a railroad. That could somehow benefit. No way, actually, a railroad to the naval base would probably make sense. Anyways, back to Norway. Norwegian theater. They get attacked while they're moving. They'll often stop. What I want to do is to withdraw. Keep moving. Unfortunately, they stop making progress, so not good. And you can see the supply panel is actually, even the it's Spanish. It's like, yeah, the Norwegian division's de-ord. Alright. Abandon Stavanger naval base soon. That's gonna stink. Oh, now it thinks there's no possible trade route. I was wondering when it was gonna queue into that. It must have had to do with the reload. Like, somehow, sometimes things, when you haven't exit and save and reload the game, it doesn't correctly do anything. Guess this will be done by September 29th. I'm not sure it'll last till October. If I don't get the naval base. I mean, if I do get it, it'll hopefully improve the logistics here. If there's still any presence there, or even here with the weight divisions will keep cramming in. Some even aren't in Bestlandis are not drawing from the supply yet, but they will. They will. And losing Stavanger make it worse too. That's a victory point. Alright. Alright. See then. Do I? No. Still attack once. Do work. It's gonna be tricky though with the Lebanon things. They might start attacking Damascus immediately. The divisions be pulling back too. Yeah, these guys get de-orged, but because they're already pulling back, they already have partial progress and they'll arrive sooner. Sooner a retreat than a withdrawal. Alright. Best organized might go and reinforce the fight north, but the least organized guys definitely need to go here. These guys can go north. They got some fight left in them. Couple divisions there, fully entrenched to cover the retreat. Alrighty then. Okay. Keep an eye on these fights if one of them starts to turn yellow or something. Draw. Ah! A yielding defender. Showing its merit. Finally. I talked about that before to you guys. Where is counterattack? Here. You can see the weight. The base tactic weight is 4, but tactic weight with traits applied, 8. So unyielding defender, on a field marshal who's acting as a general, rolls better tactics and average, less likely to roll. Just standard defense. Does pull a little from ambush, but it pulls from defense, so overall, better defensive tactics. Just like aggressive assaulter helps with an attacking, with getting shock. Of course, on a field marshal, unyielding defender gives defense to divisions under him, and aggressive assaulter gives breakthrough. Alright, definitely work first. Reinforce rate needs to go up. Sure, org regain has its uses, but that might be a matter of divisions losing strength too fast. Damascus names there. They're withdrawing here. But that area is very much dangerous. Remember. This guy roll the take his prep bonuses. Oh well. The other field marshals, they could. This guy, maybe. He did roll attack and work first. It's useful. It's not the time to train more people. It's time to make it very desperate defense. Still has a reasonable number of rocket artillery pieces. Alright, declare war. Call allies. And they instantly... yeah, okay, they joined the North American Alliance. It seemed bad, but that means they're gonna fight the Central Powers and get occupied. So they actually will be fighting each other very soon. Things aren't going well here, so I'm gonna draw, try and make sure I don't lose the capital. You know what? No. It's gonna hold these guys off 4 days. That red stuff is probably inaccurate. should have quite a lot of defense. They shouldn't be able to do that well with 4 artillery divisions. Fort bonuses. It's probably just not turned from red to green yet. I hope that's the case. Still some men retreating into this area. Not allowed to retreat here? Yes, you are. There we go. Drawing. Fortunately, there's a fight here, so these guys will get delayed. And that's turning yellow. Time to begin withdrawing. Stavanger. 3 days, 6 hours. I don't know. May have to stick this under a different general and do a last stand. Wow. York's fast, actually. Maybe not. Shoot. They can't. Go by sea, can they? Nope. Shouldn't have had them leave their trenches. Ah. Damascus is holding.